Ooh, I see it. We're live on Facebook. There we are. It's Dive Bar Comedy. I'm Wild Joe. It's another Bring Your Baby to the Bar night. I used to be a proponent for legalizing marijuana. Now that that's already legal, my new cause is allowing babies in bars because being a mom is boring, and I wish I could go out to a bar. Luckily, nobody can go to a bar right now because they're all shut down, so I feel a little better. But anyway, we're going to have a fun show. Let's listen to our theme song by the late and great GT, and then we'll go around and meet all our comics who are all past regulars on our live bar shows. So it should be a fun and exciting reunion. All right, Carol. Take it away.
Go.
Wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. I'm Santa. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Dirty, bad, nasty comedy. That was GT expressing our feelings. So here we are. Let's go around. We've got Carol Newell, our tech guru, who is fading in and out. Your tech skills are being challenged tonight, Carol.
On vacation. Hey, we're live, so that's better than I could say for my own show last Sunday.
Oh no. What happened?
It didn't go live. I had to record it, and I still have to figure out how to post.
It's so hard. I still have like one of our best, most classic shows where you fell asleep in the middle of the show. I still haven't put up because I have it. The file is so large that I can't upload it anywhere. So I need to just work on that one day, sit there and try to get it up because it was pretty hilarious. But
it was hilarious.
Anyway, let's see who our comics are tonight. All right. Stand up, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Bruce McCarthy.
Bruce McCarthy. Hi, what's up? I remember you. You're from LA. Hi.
We're all from LA. Where are you right now?
Oh, Southern Illinois.
Oh, wow. Yeah, everybody on the show tonight is a past Dive Bar comedy guest from our audio only version that was recorded at real dive bars around LA. So I just went back to that list and started hitting people up to fill out all of our spots for December and January. So welcome to the show. You're here and live. Let's see who else we got. Kristin Lundberg.
Guilty as charged.
Nice. I like your bar. Looks
Thank
like you got somebody that looks a lot like you sitting behind you.
That's Cousin It. Give it up for Cousin It.
All right. Good to see you again.
She's pissed because she looks like Bozo back there.
Wow.
Looking
It's
like
different. I like your bar. It's smoky. It's mysterious. Mysterious. All right. Who else is in the house? Rishi Arya.
Yes.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. I remember being out at Liquid Zoo with you and a lot of the people on this show, actually. Let's see who else we got. Oh, Santa Claus, Jon Deline.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, John. Former clown.
This is the only time so far this year that I've actually got to be able to do a Santa gig. And by
I love
gig,
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could do a virtual Santa.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll have to hire you for Christmas. You could come be our virtual Santa. So you look good. I like it. So let's see who else we got in the house. Phil Johnson.
Indeed. Hello.
Good to see you.
You too?
All right. And there was somebody else who just disappeared from my screen. I'm very confused. Oh, there he is. Curt Seablom.
Hey, how's it going?
Right. Good to see all you guys. And I cannot forget about our MC. Fabulous MC. Looking good. Mista See. Flexing.
Yeah.
How's your
Fresh
workout routine going during the pandemic?
Oh, real good. I actually got a good workout this week, and I went out to Vegas for my first live comedy show on the Strip, and I put 45,000 steps on my feet, so my thighs is a burning, baby, and it was worth every bit of it. I had a great time.
Wow. So you're getting your steps in on the Vegas Strip. I heard the strip clubs and everything are still open, which I can't really imagine. That seems like a cesspool for germs. Did you go to
Yeah, I
any
did
clubs?
have a couple of guys ask me about the strip clubs and also try to hand me the hooker cards, so they're still active with that.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not afraid to catch COVID, go ahead and go. But I can't really imagine getting a lap dance. They probably, I don't know if they're wearing masks or not wearing masks, but I mean, that's a high contact environment.
Technically, in most of those clubs, you're not allowed to touch the girl unless she touches you. So in theory, they could do the lap dance with no contact.
Yeah, that's what they say. But then, there's the rules, and then there's the rules. There's the real rules and the rules people follow. All right, I got a crying baby here as usual. This is gonna be a rough show, so I'm gonna start off my questions with somebody who's gonna do a long answer so I can mute myself. All right, Bruce, tell us what are you doing out in Illinois and how you've been keeping busy these last few months?
Well, basically, I'm in a basement, dude, with a bunch of canned foods. So you flicking me off? What's up with this finger here? Hell, you. Come on, Joanne. Don't do that. No, it just literally, I'm like hiding, dude, because all these rednecks out here are crazy. They're like freaking spreading. Illinois is #1 for COVID, dude. So they love it, dude. We have COVID swinger parties here. We do, dude. And if COVID isn't enough, then we use sprinkling a little gonorrhea and shit, dude. And it's all cool.
Oh.
That's dirty. Very dirty.
It's very. I'm sorry. I'll be.
You've been doing any dating?
Clean.
Have you been doing any dating during the pandemic, or are you in a relationship, or is that personal information?
Oh no, fuck that, dude. I'm in a relationship, dude. Yeah, dude, it's great, dude. I love that shit, dude. I love being in a relationship in COVID because, like, when I don't want to get dirty with her, I just go COVID. And that's it. I use that as an excuse. COVID. Now go.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be doing blind dates or random dating at this time, but people are still out there doing it. They're hooking up on Tinder and all kinds of things. But
Oh no. Now's not the time for that shit, dude. Fucking, if you're with someone, stay with that person, dude. Just tell them to use deodorant or something, please.
Bruce, for people that don't know you very well, give us a little background on how you got into comedy, where you're from, how you got started.
All right, so I'm from Miami, and I landed in LA by a series of unfortunate events. But I got there, and it was a good experience. And some guy that was a comic came up to me one day in the middle of the street and said, "Bruce, if you don't fucking get into comedy, you're really, really stupid." So I didn't want to be stupid. So I ended up studying with several teachers out here and stuff, and did some workshops for a couple of years and some open mics and something. That's how I got started. Pretty much just working the work, grinding the grind, living the life, learning how to write, and this is a great time for it, man. While we're like fucking bundled up and shit and hiding and shit under in a shelter, freaking write. write. It's a great time for it. Everyone just fucking write, dude. And by the time it's over, you should have a Amazon special.
That's a great attitude. That's a great attitude. So I can't wait to hear what you have in store for us tonight. And
Tonight,
welcome
wait.
to the show.
Tonight, there's something tonight?
You're gonna do
No.
your stand-up thing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought this was just an interview.
All right. Well, you got 6 minutes coming up, so
Start
remember
thinking.
all those jokes. Get ready.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right. Hi, Bruce. Okay, Kristin Lundberg.
Hey.
Are you still in LA?
Yeah, I'm in Long Beach right now. I'm living in a garage. My friend who's a doctor just bought a house. She's French, and we've already seen each other naked like 4 times. I've been here a couple weeks. The French people have different boundaries. I pee in a bucket. Sometimes because I don't feel like dealing with her dog, her barking ass, Maltese, multi-poo, whatever the fuck. So sometimes it's a trick or treat bucket. So I like to think I'm peeing in your childhood every time I wake up. I just, take a nice piss in your childhood every day.
That's a real trick. I wouldn't call that a trick. If you leave that on somebody's doorstep.
Oh, hey,
that
man,
would
on
be called a
Halloween.
trick, definitely.
On Halloween, I took a dump in it and put it on my front porch. See who would come and take a turd. 1 turd per child, all right? I had to yell at, shout out to Ronald McDonald behind me, by the way. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. I thought that was you.
It is me.
Right. Okay, it is you. All right. That makes more sense.
It is me, but it's Ronald McDonald on bath salts.
Wow. Well, that was such an interesting story, Kristin. You put my baby to sleep.
What the hell is that supposed? You want me to wake him up? Wake him up.
I'm joking. If you could put the other one to sleep, that'd be excellent. Anyway,
Go to sleep.
all right, Kristin. Well, wow. For people that don't know you, how did you get into comedy, and what's your backstory?
I got into comedy at a pretty young age. My dad gave me a camcorder, and at 12 years old, I was always filming videos and stuff. And then I'm from Dayton, Ohio, so it's not really too much comedy to do. I started doing stand-up just because that's the only kind of comedy that was around. So I kind of just did it because I had to, because I knew comedy was my calling, and I just needed to do something. And here I am. I'm still doing it because it's raw and it's unfiltered and it's the best.
Well, you're one of those people that's funny without trying. And even just talking to you, I'm already wanting to laugh, and you're just being serious. So
thank you. Yep.
Could be good or it could be bad, depending on the situation, But, anyway, well, welcome to the show. I can't wait to hear your new set. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you.
All right. Let's step on. Oh gosh, everybody keeps changing. The order keeps changing here. Let's see. Okay, we got Bruce. We got Kristin. Who's next? Rishi Arya.
Oh, yeah.
Rishi.
Yes, I'm ready.
I remember you surprised me. You were kind of a dark comic.
I am dark, yeah.
Can you tell people about your background?
Oh, all right. Well, that's the end. That's the interview, guys. Well,
No, I have to mute myself because the crying is intermittent crying. So yeah, run with it. This is your time to shine. Tell us all about your background in comedy.
I mean, I've been doing stand-up for like 7-8 years. I always feel like I'm barely in it. I guess it's just like a thing I started doing and I just never stopped. I've toured a lot. I did the road a bunch. I hated it. I stopped. Now I'd rather just do stand-up for free in LA, and I do a lot of acting. All right.
What kind of acting? Have you been in anything that anybody may have seen?
Yeah, I was this past year. I was in a Superstore. I was in All Rise. I was a lead in an HBO movie called In Other Words. I think comes out in February. I think you can see it now somewhere. It came out in like October. And I've been in a bunch of shit. I've been in like NCIS and things like that.
Nice.
Right. All right. Well, that's awesome. You were a lead in an HBO movie, so you're basically a star.
Yeah,
You're a
more like a black hole, but yeah.
Wow. All right. I didn't realize we had a superstar on our show. So how many people are watching, Carol? We have like hundreds of people watching now that Rishi's on.
Yeah,
We're up to 10. We're up to 10.
10! That's star power.
all my Twitter followers. So.
Oh, you're on Twitter. Okay. All right. Well,
really
anyway, the good thing about this show, it gets posted everywhere tomorrow. So you can share it with all your Twitter fans who are not on Facebook tomorrow. But anyway, well, congratulations on all your shows and your success. And I'm happy to see you again. This is a lot of fun. All right. Carol. Wow, Carol, you're drinking a huge drink right now. I forgot to ask, where are you vacationing?
I'm in Laughlin, Nevada right now.
Okay.
What's that?
Nice.
Is it a real vacation, or it's like a visiting people?
I'm visiting my mom. Yeah, I'm visiting my mom.
Aw.
Yeah.
Sweet. Good daughter.
Yeah.
Good daughter. So what's going on with all your shows when you're out of town? They're all on hold?
Well, funny you should ask that. Actually, the only one that's really affected is Griffith Park on Thursday, and I have one of my guys is going to do that. And then Saturday we have Carpool Comedy. It's still on, and we have the park that's still on. We're still doing the Pan Pacific Park on Saturday afternoon at 3, and then Carpool Comedy. Stay in your cars. We are not gathering because everybody will be in their cars except for the comedians, which one at a time. But yeah, I'm still doing Carpool Comedy, still doing all my shows. I'm also adding the Lexington downtown Los Angeles on Sunday afternoon. So I'll be doing that. I'm hosting that at 1:00 on Sunday. So come out for that. Good times.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I love the Lexington. That's a lot of fun. That's a cool stage.
It is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it. There's a lot of banging. It sounds like there's construction going on here. When the babies are not crying, they're banging on things. So they always find ways to be loud and interrupt. So
that's
right. Who wants to do the next monologue? How about Jon Deline? Ho, ho, ho. You have an interesting backstory because you're an ex-clown. Can you tell some of our viewers about how you got into comedy and what you were doing before?
Absolutely. Yes. I am an ex-clown. It's basically the same as being an ex-con. I'm on comedy parole most of the time. But yeah, I started a clown troupe out of college, and we were in San Francisco for like 10 years, and I toured the world doing stupid shit, mostly falling on my ass. But that hasn't stopped. I just haven't been paid for it in a while.
I know there's different types of clowns. So if you were with a clown troupe, I mean, where did you fit in? You were the slapstick, the one falling all the time, or you were the sad clown, or what kind of clown were you?
I was the strongman clown. I did fall a lot, but I would lift people up over my head. One of my favorite things I did was I would take a piece of coal, put it between my butt cheeks, squeeze really hard, and out would come a diamond. Because
wow. Well, that's more of a magician. That's like a magician more than a clown. That's amazing.
That's
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
It's the only way I can afford living in LA at this point. Like that's how I pay my rent. Yeah, it was fun. And then a couple of years ago, I started doing burlesque and started hosting, and then started trying to get into
Wait, I'm sorry. Step back. When you say you started doing burlesque, what were you doing? Were you doing a strip tease or what?
Oh, absolutely. I was basically a stripper. It was fun. Burlesque is one of I think the things that I have loved that I've done the most, just because it's just like full free expression and just being like dirty as hell. Like I remember
Wow.
I've done a striptease as an Oompa Loompa before. I did it in honor of Gene Wilder dying.
What kind of venues were you working for? You know, these burlesque shows? Because no offense, but you don't look like any burlesque dancer that I've ever seen or imagined before.
Well, perfect. It's a niche market.
Where were you going?
I was doing a lot of it up in Eugene, and then I would do it a lot in San Francisco at
gay clubs or what kind of places?
All over dive bars. A lot of I would do it in Oakland. What was the name of the theater? I would do it with Manarchy, which was an all-male burlesque review show. So which was super fun. And I also did it a lot at like some gay bars, but mostly dive bars. I used to do a lot of stuff at the Strut and El Rio up in San Francisco, but sadly during this pandemic, the Strut has shut down, and it's one of the oldest gay bars up in San Francisco, or queer bars up in San Francisco. Also, one of the places that helped start the Folsom Street Fair, which is one of my favorite things in the world. And if you don't know it, you should look it up. Just be warned what you might see.
Wow, I'm learning so much. I didn't even know there were male burlesque reviews. And I guess I've been missing out my whole life because this is amazing. I love it. Wow. All right, Jon. Well, I'm excited to hear your stand-up. And I remember last time I saw you, I think you had Gorbachev or some Russian impersonation. That was great.
Vladimir Putin.
Putin. I love it. All right. Well, welcome to the show. Let's see. Who else we got? Curt Seablom.
Hey, man.
How are you doing? Are
Good.
you still in LA or what's been going on with you?
I've always been just outside, well, about 2 hours outside of LA. I'm still 2 hours outside of LA. But yeah, living up here in the mountains in Tehachapi. So it's we've been getting we got snow a couple weeks ago, but I just don't know how I can follow stripper Santa here. You know, this is man, touring the world stripping Santa. That's a tough one. I have not been doing that. I've been raising my kids still. But still and just a boatload of Zoom now this last almost year now.
It cuts your commute. You don't have to drive 2 hours to get to LA anymore.
Yeah, that's nice. You know, that is cool. But also I just got laid off too. So I'm hoping to upload this to LinkedIn and maybe something will come up, you know. This is pretty much LinkedIn, right?
You know what? I have a LinkedIn, but I don't put any of the comedy stuff on it because the people on LinkedIn don't really seem very funny. I mean, it's pretty serious.
It's hard to find dates there too. Place. Yeah, it is. Okay. True.
Huh. Well, what else, Curt? You started how'd you start doing comedy? Were you coming to LA or how'd you start?
Actually when I first started doing comedy in Bakersfield, and like 2 weeks later I was going to LA to do it because I was like, you know what? I gotta just do it in LA. I mean, everyone in Bakersfield was like, oh man, be careful, man. LA's gonna eat you alive. It's like, screw that, man. What am I worried about? You know, it's just
scary cats.
Yeah. So
wow.
I still, I mean, I miss it so much. You know, I mean, I was doing sound tech over in LA or in Burbank, and so that was getting me to LA at least once a week, and I was going at least one more time a week, just doing mic runs and stuff. And then when everything shut down, it's like, oh my God, it's so desolate. You know, my car actually finally died. Which I was like, well, now you died. Now that you're not really, being used, that's cool. But yeah, I miss it though. Miss those long road trips. It was a good time to listen to books on tape and try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, I like books on tape too. But wow, Curt. Well, I hope you get a job and I hope you get a car again soon. And wow, you're way out there in the mountains. But hopefully someday when things open up again, we'll see you in real life because
I can't
I know
wait.
there's the under the radar probably illegal bars that are still open right now that Carol's promoting every week.
I know.
But as far as mainstream bars, I don't know. It's
Parks
gonna be
and
a
parking
while.
lots.
Parks and parking lots.
Outside.
Mhm.
Mostly
Outside.
outside. Yeah, that is better. That is better. All right. Did I talk to everyone? Or oh no, there's another page.
No, Phil Johnson.
Phil
No.
Johnson.
Here he is.
And you look like you've got your pandemic hair growing and growing. That's
Yeah,
how
this
mine-
is what happens when I don't cut my hair for 9 months or 25 years. One of the two. It happens like that.
It just keeps going and going.
It does,
Yeah.
actually, it doesn't grow much anymore. I haven't cut it since I was 16, but it doesn't really
You're
grow much
kidding.
anymore.
At all?
At
Not
all.
even a
No.
trim?
Not
Oh,
even a trim.
I'm addicted to cutting my hair. I had to set a rule. I'm only allowed to cut it once a month and no more than that. Because what happens is I get perfectionism and I start fixing until it ends up really short. And
Right,
so,
it's the take the one bite of the cookie, and then you're like, well, I got to even out the other side of the cookie now, right? And and then
And
you've
I've
eaten the
gone
whole
through
cookie and gone bald.
I've gone through some rough, almost mullet type haircuts. So I had to set rules down on myself. But I love cutting hair. Now I have 2 babies to practice on. So, that's fun. I get more people to cut, more hairs to cut. But,
There you go. See, my mom was a hairdresser, and she cut my hair when I was a kid.
Oh.
And so maybe that's why I don't cut it anymore.
See, my mom wouldn't let me. My mom wouldn't let me cut my hair. I had to have long hair down to my butt until I was like 10 or 11, and I finally convinced her to let me cut it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. My mom likes my
All
hair.
goes
She won't let me cut it now either.
Aw, sweet. Well, so what else has been going on, Phil?
Lots.
Staying into comedy lately? What have you been doing?
I put out a new comedy special 3 weeks ago called Burning Sensation. That's out on my website, philjohnsonComedy.com right now, and it'll be other places soon. But right now, that's where you can get it. And it's my
Where'd you
fourth
record
comedy
it?
special. We finished filming it just before everything locked down. We finished in February, and it's actually 2 different venues: Art Boutique in San Jose, California, and Sally Tomatoes in Rohnert Park, California. And the special is split between the 2 places. It's really fun. It's some of my best work. So I'm very excited to have that out. And then last week or the week before, day after Thanksgiving, I put out a new Christmas single called Santa's Working From Home. And that's out on all the audio streamers. And the video came out on YouTube yesterday. So the new music is out. I'm mixing and mastering some new music that's going to be out in January, which I'm not talking much about yet because I got a whole thing that's going to lead up to it. And just doing a lot of writing and shows like this, and just super keeping busy. Like, I've always got a to-do list of projects to get through, and I never get to half of them. So quarantine's been good for kind of getting through some of them.
Well, and the special, that's a big deal. And I don't know if you're already trying to get on Amazon Prime, but I heard it's actually really, really easy. All you have to do is put closed captioning on your video, and it's basically just as easy as selling a book or something on Amazon Prime. So
pretty much, yeah. My last 2 specials are on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, my last 2 are on there. Yep.
Great. Well, that's awesome that you're doing that, because a lot of people, they do comedy for years and years, but they never put out a special. So
I do it when I get tired of the material. I go, okay, now I got to film it so I can stop doing this material and force myself to write new things.
How long have you been doing comedy?
16 years.
Wow, that's amazing. And 4 specials.
Time flies. Yep.
Well, congratulations. Well, this is fun. Yeah. I'm happy to have you on my show. This is a really strong, for those 13 people watching, this is a very strong crew that we've got. So it's going to be an exciting show. So I'm going to turn it over to our MC, Mista See, and let's get this show started.
Yeah. All righty. Right. So great. So it's time for the Dive Bar Comedy Show. I'm excited. It's your host, Mista See. Round of applause for Miss Wild Joe, everybody. That's right. So it's time for the Dive Bar Comedy Show. I'm your boy, Mista See, the Enforcer, a.k.a. Poppy Carlo, the bad boy, a.k.a. Mr. Pink Smurf. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping the swag tight today. So you got to get ready. So you guys ready for the Dive Bar Comedy Show? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
I said, can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. That's right. So we're going to jump into the Dive Bar Comedy Show. We got 6 comedians. We got a whole lot of penis in here and one sugar bear. So we're gonna sandwich it in between like a good porno flick. It's gonna be real nice, real nice. But first, we're gonna jump it off with the guy. I love his name. It's real cool. It makes me feel like I'm zen with my shit. Actually, it sounds like something you might eat on a good night out. Now, let me get a plate of that Rishi, man. I'll tell you, it sounds beautiful. So you guys got to get ready for this gentleman coming to the stage. He's the RA and not the resident assistant of your crib, but the RA of comedy. So get ready to get it laid down and have your body checked. Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Rishi Arya?
Hey, thank you so much, man. What a wild intro that was. This is actually my first time doing stand-up while I'm doing laundry, so I'm very nervous. I will leave at some point, but I'll come right back. I haven't done that many Zoom shows. Whenever I'm doing it, I'm always feeling like I'm performing for the Illuminati, like all these screens going for, like I'm torturing people with my comedy. Somebody talked about, I think it was Curt, he talked about getting laid off. I got laid off too. I was working for the first part of the pandemic, and when people were really scared of it, you know, and I was delivering things to people, and everybody always said the same thing. They're always like, "Oh my God, you are so lucky to still have a job," and then they wouldn't tip me, and I was like, "All right, thank you so much." Then I got laid off and made more money with unemployment. I couldn't believe I was missing out on unemployment. I had no clue. Now I just kind of live. I live in Hollywood, and you know, before the pandemic, I moved here because it was central for like a lot of things, like my wife's job and like going to auditions and doing shows. And now that's the pandemic, I'm just a guy who lives in a shitty area and pays a lot of money for it. Basically all it is. It's like there's tents everywhere. I got attacked 3 times by homeless people. And I just kind of live like that now. My whole 7-Eleven is like a refugee center for homeless people. And I went there, and they're pretty crafty. Like they'll come into 7-Eleven and they'll ask people for money while they're in line holding money about to buy something. You can't even say no. I remember the woman asked me, like, "Do you have any money?" I said, "No, I'm paying with my card," you know? And then she goes to the guy behind me. He's like, "Do you have $1?" And he was like, "I'm homeless too." So it was like for the first few weeks, right now is the best time to be on drugs in public because you're wearing a mask so nobody can tell you're high, and everybody else is actively trying to avoid you. So I spent the first 3 months, I was doing mushrooms like 3 times a week for the first 3 months. It was pretty amazing. I loved it. I don't know how many mushrooms that is. I did so much mushrooms that none of this is happening right now. This is all just my imagination. I only had like 1 bad experience so far in the pandemic. I was tripping on mushrooms, and my cousin called me during my trip crying because her grandmother died of COVID. And it took me 5 minutes into the call to realize that was my grandmother too. So I was like, oh, holy shit, it's so much worse now. But I got through it. I live near a police station. So give it up for the cops. You know, they're doing a great job. All right. Like here's something you'll never hear. All right, everyone can relax. The cops are here. Let it all hang out. There's like a billboard near the station where it has like 2 police officers on the billboard, and it just says, "If you steal, we will catch you. Like us on Facebook." Really tough sell. I find the mask has brought me back to my shoplifting days. Like I started stealing again just because like, oh, fuck it, I can, you know? I got caught. I got caught shoplifting at the 7-Eleven, stealing from my own people. And I was in line, and I was just buying like a little bag of chips and like a chocolate bar, you know? And basically I was in line. I was like, you know what? I can steal this chocolate bar. You know, I slipped it in my pocket. I'll pay for the chips. And I get to the front and I put it on, and the guy just asked me, he goes, "Hey, "That is the candy," and I had to act like I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, "Oh no, these are chips," like, and I was high the whole time, he's just like staring at me. And then we just like stared at each other. He's like, no, I saw you had a Snickers, which I never heard it pronounced like that before. Like, I'll remember that for Indian accent auditions, Snickers. Like, oh, I said, no, I looked at that and I put it back, like I just lied, and like we're just staring at each other. And then his eyes start like moving, looking at the bulge in my pants where the Snickers bars was. And it was the first time in my life I wish I owned a gun. I was like, oh no, this is just a stick up. He lets me pay for the chips, and then I pay for the thing with my credit card, like with my name. I just like dumped that in. And then I even entered my 7-Eleven points with like my first and last name and phone number and everything. So I was just like super paranoid. No. Jail for that. I do have a solution, for the police brutality issue here in America. I think we should import all the cops from Italy. I don't know if any of you have been to Italy. I went to Italy, like 2 years ago. Nobody works there. Like, they all have jobs, but nobody works. Like, you go into a store, there's nobody there. I see cops smoking cigarettes. Like, when I was in Rome, I saw a cop car on patrol that had 4 cops in it. So if someone were to get arrested, one of them would have to give up their seat. Nobody is getting arrested. So that's my solution. Vote for me for president. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm Rishi. Give it up for yourselves.
Yeah. Round of applause for Rishi Arya. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I like those presidential plans. As a fellow presidential candidate, I like your solutions, sir. I like your solutions. And the Dive Bar Comedy Show, always so educational. Today, we learned how to pronounce Snickers properly for our Indian accent. Also, I learned that Italians are the Jamaicans of Europe. Trust me, you ever go into a Jamaican store, ain't nobody at the register. It's always in the back. You're like, yo, can I get a Hot Pocket? They like, go look in the back, like we ate the last one, man. Like, what? What kind of business is this? So that's one thing we learned. So we should get Jamaicans and Italians as police officers to solve the problem. Excellent decision. Once again, Rishi Arya. I think I found my vice president, guys. I think I found my vice president. That man's got solutions. So we're going to go right into our next comedian. And this next comedian is also very serial to Rishi. He's got a real slick way about him. He loves his costume. He loves his swag. And he loves to even pull a little slick stuff going on. Now, this gentleman right here is the kind of guy that'll dress up nice and beautiful. He's got the red face. He's got the talent. But also, he knows how to drop that thing for you and make you feel real good. If you ain't never heard of Man Burlesque, we might get some Santa Burlesque comedy right now. So get ready for the flash and flare and give me a clap, 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 clap. Jon Red Bottoms Deline.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you. It's true, I do have red bottoms usually, but it's only when my dom is in town. So one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot, since the holidays are coming up, I've realized that like Christmas and Hanukkah are not for adults. Like, as much as I want it to be, they're not. Just because it's especially like, because most of us are kind of poor right now and it's about giving gifts. So I've just figured that I'm just going to celebrate every holiday on my OnlyFans page because I feel like that's the only way that I'm going to get any special gifts. And that's the only way I can give gifts out too, because you don't know what I'm hiding under here.
Uh-oh.
That'll come out later. Don't worry. But one of the other things about the holidays for me is love candy. I know you probably can't tell by my chubby demeanor, but I eat candy all the time. I absolutely fucking love sugar. And I met someone online the other day that thinks sugar is evil, thinks sugar is worse than racism or homophobia. And I'm just like trying to talk to this guy about like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, no, sugar is the devil's cocaine. And I'm like, dude, that's just fucking cocaine. Cocaine is the devil's cocaine. Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. I had to like block this motherfucker. And then his wife started like commenting like, oh, they're just a bipolar person. They just don't know what they're talking about. They're just crazy. And I'm like, I'm not the one who like is trying to go out of my way to find someone who I'm not friends with to say that they're bipolar. Might want to look in the mirror right there. Like I do every day. But speaking of bipolar, how's everybody doing with their depression? COVID depression? Anybody? Yeah, keeping it real. I haven't left my bed in 3 days. It's been fantastic. I mean, what like I know I look like I like fluffy things. It's very true. My bed has like 7 pillows in it. There's not enough room for myself, really. Like I don't really need a mattress because I just lie on my pillows, and that's the only way I can get to sleep, through partial asphyxiation. Right, not a lot of people into self-asphyxiation here. Good to know. It's only a kink for some. It really is only a kink for some people. But let's see what I have a list here of my new. It matches my outfit of the things I was looking for. One of the best things about COVID, though, like, and I think we kind of talked about it a little bit in one of the interviews, was just the fact that it can be an excuse for everything, like everything. Do I have to go home to see my family? No, sorry, COVID. It's too much for me. Do I have to go to work? No, sorry, COVID. I have a fever. I can't go in. Do I have to go to my court hearing? No, COVID. Like there's nothing that's gonna happen to me. Shit! God, fuck! Hold on! Joking, totally joking. I haven't been arrested yet. I don't think I will be. But it is something that has been like really not wigging me out, but it's just like I was a preschool teacher for a really long time. I know, burlesque dancer, preschool teacher, they kind of go hand in hand, to be honest. Actually, I'm gonna side note for this. I was in a kids show a long time ago that was called Oscar and the Last Straw, which was all about teaching kids how to do things one thing at a time. And one of the people that was in my show was a porn actor. And I didn't know this when I was working with him. Like the things that we would do backstage in between shows were completely depraved. We basically had fake orgies backstage before the show. We would just because like we were so pent up. But anyway, the point of this is that one of the people I was working with, like I didn't know it at the time, but I was watching a gay gangbang at one point, and I'm just like, is that Norm? What the hell is he? Oh my God! Well, I'll ask him about it the next time I see him. Maybe he can join me next time. That's actually one of the things that has been really prevalent in, I got a minute, I don't know when, a while ago. I'll end with this. Circus people are perverts. Every single time I've hung out with them after a show, it's like, not only are you fit, are you flexible, but you also like you've had sex with 90% of the other cast. That's just kind of how it goes. And on that note, I will keep that image of Santa doing that in all of your heads. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Yeah, that's right. A round of applause for John Red Bottoms, the king of San Francisco clown burlesque. You better see it. It'll wear you out, Jack. Ooh, could you imagine the noise and everything? And then boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. It's like honk honk. Very weird. Very weird. Very weird, right? But it's totally hot. That's how it is in this world. We're freaky like that. We're such animals. God, what's wrong with us? Jesus Christ. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Yet we are not. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's right, living free. Excellent. So another round of applause for Jon Deline. That's right, that's right. We're gonna keep it going. This next comedian is a similar situation. Big John is repping the king of the North Pole. And this other gentleman actually lives in the North Pole in California in the mountains, giving gifts to his children as they beg at will. And that's what he's gonna do and take us home. This guy's cool, cat, super smooth, dealing with the world. He's gonna lay it down. You guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah? That's right. Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Curt the Squirt Seablom.
Hey guys, man, you know, I'm glad John told us about the circus and then having sex with 90% of the cast. Now I'm really pulling for those animals to get out of the circus. I mean, I was before, but now I'm really, you know. So I'm going through separation right now. Started a divorce process. 3 years into my marriage with my ex-wife, I walked in on my twin having sex with my wife. Yeah. So I just looked down and I just yelled, "Look at me go!" You know. But those aren't my tattoos. So something was amiss. You know, and people have asked me before, like, well, do you think maybe she mistaked him for you? It's like, well, this isn't a gritty reboot from WB of The Parent Trap, so I'm gonna say no. Yeah. And one of the weird things too is, like, I mean, there was many weird things to me about it, but one of them was, I went there to help him. I moved in with him to help him through his divorce, and he was unemployed. So my ex-wife, she was cheating on me for a less successful me. What do you do with that, you know? So yeah. And you know, I've been called my twin's name before. We're identical twins, you know, it happens to every identical twin. You get called the other one's name. So I should have suspected something when, you know, my ex-wife, when we were being intimate and she starts saying, "Oh, Kurt's twin. It's like, that's specific, you know. And you know, revenge sex did come to mind, you know. It's like, well, fine, I'll have sex with your sisters, but she doesn't have any sisters. A lot of brothers. a lot of brothers, but it you know, it did scar me pretty bad, you know. One of the problems is now, you know, since then I can't masturbate in front of the mirror anymore. Or less, no less either, but definitely not more. But you know, if there's a silver lining though with my identical twin having relationship with my wife, all my kids look like me, so there's a silver lining, you know. Yeah. But you know, I forgave them just because I had kids and I didn't want to walk out on them. You know, I promised myself when I was young I wouldn't do that. My dad left me when we were little. All I knew about him was he was a man's man, because he ran off with another guy.
Oh no.
Yeah. But you know, what can you do? I really tried to keep a positive outlook about the whole thing, though. You know, keep optimism. You know, I mean, so I've always had like a you know, since then a glass half full attitude. Just my twin brother fucked that half glass of water, but still, I'm keeping a half glass attitude. After several more years of marriage, though, I started seeing the flags again. I started seeing the signs that she was up to no good again. It's just so easy to lose trust again when she found the GPS tracker in the car and she threw it out. Where's the trust now? I got on Amazon and I was gonna buy another GPS tracker. And I was like, oh my God, this is stupid. I could just build one for cheaper. So I did. And the other thing coupled with the loss of trust was I just wondered a lot of times when she looked at me lustfully, are you thinking about my twin? Because you don't know. I didn't know. So after the separation, I just had partial custody of my kids. So when I had them, though, I was like, listen, guys, this is your second home. So treat it like a second home. Bring stuff over here. Make it comfortable. Say, well, can we bring pictures? Of course you can bring pictures. Can we bring pictures of mom? Yeah. Come on. I'm not a kid, I'm not going to draw, fake mustache and blacken her teeth. I'm an adult. So I drew stretch marks on her mouth and a word bubble saying, follow me to the donkey show. You guys, I'm Curt. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right. A round of applause for Double Big Curt. That's right. Seablom. Let me make sure I say it right. That's right. And once again, another educational dive bar experience because, of course, we all know we love our mamas because mamas are the best, but also you can remind us that daddies matter too. And fatherhood is also important in this country. And it's something that we really need to make sure, even if we can't stay together individually, we can still parent together as teammates to make sure that the kids have a great balance. And that's going to heal America. Crying for president, by the way. Let's make it work. So excellent job. Another round of applause for Big Curt. He puts his mad work. See now. Right. Oh yeah. All right. Now it's time to bring some of that sugar up in this thing. So we getting ready for it. Now this lady coming to the stage. Her hair is on fire. Like her name sounds like a blimp exploding in the sky. So it's going to be something popping right now. We done slapped you with 3 ding dings in the face. Now we're going to hit you with them inner and outer lips. So get ready for it and lay back. Can I get a clap, 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 clap for Kristin Lundberg.
Hey, thank you. Give it up for this fire engine behind me. This is Kristin Lundberg from 2016. So hello, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. And Dayton, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio is famous for being the birthplace of aviation. And then after that, Dayton took birth control. Didn't invent nothing else. So that's it. I moved to California because I'm a good actress. Okay. All right. I know this because I got out of the psych ward. Okay. So my sister recently got married in Dayton. She got married in a train museum, which is so poetic because her wedding was a train wreck. Okay. It was bad. It was also raining. You know what they say about rain on your wedding day? It takes longer for the cops to get there. It was a shit show. Yeah. My dad and the groom got in a huge argument. Okay. They were screaming at each other and people were getting scared. And I said, listen, everybody, don't be afraid. I know how to get these men to stop arguing. I got to resort to violence. Right? So I brought my violin for the pun of it. Okay. My sister is 21 years old. I'm 32. She just got married. I have trouble making friends. So my mama said, my mama's always talking shit. She was like, Randy, put your belt back on. Don't whoop him. He's not your son. You better don't. Kristin, quit licking the ice sculpture. It's nasty. You're embarrassing us. You better don't. My sister wanted me to wear a green dress to her wedding. I don't like wearing green. Because it makes me look like I'm into elf culture. Irish Spring commercial looking bitch. Lord of the Rings looking fucking ass. Divorce. And I know that's sad. Kristin, why would you joke about that? Why? Because I think it's funny. Because my parents were in the middle of a divorce for 20 years. Okay. Welcome to the family, Jameson. My least favorite liquor. That is my least favorite liquor. I don't like Jameson. And I am part Irish. Part Cocker Spaniel. So I've been thinking about my past, thinking about the things that I did wrong in my past. And I used to treat my little brother really poorly. When we were kids, I was extra mean to him. I remember one time my little brother was licking a sucker like that. And I said, Billy, give me a lick, which is a common request for Southern Ohio siblings. I mean, and he was all like, no. And I said, Billy, give me a lick. Well, I'm going to break this Buzz Lightyear CD-ROM game for Windows 5. It was a big deal. Anyway, he was all like, no. And then so I broke it. And my mom heard the whole thing. And my mom said, Kristin, I'll give you a lick. And she came downstairs and she whooped my ass. And I deserved it. I got a Dayton licking. You don't want Dayton lickings. You better don't. You better don't. Okay. So, oh yeah, and I also stole my little brother's Nintendo 64, but I needed gas money to get to Cincinnati, okay? And that's something they say, you know, can't pay the toll, sell some shit you stole. Cincinnati. So this is a song, this is an apology to my little brother. I'm sorry, Billy. Sorry. Now, give me a lick. I'm sorry I smashed your CD-ROM. I'm sorry that your Nintendo's gone. I'm sorry I never shed a tear when I killed the game of Buzz Lightyear. Now, all right. That song's called I Killed the Game. Both an apology and a flex. It's an Apollo flex. Okay. Anyway, I'm Kristin Lundberg. Thank you so much for watching my set.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Another round of applause for Kristin La Viola Lundberg.
Hilarious.
The gangster violinist. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, cuz.
Hell yeah. Come hire me 50 Cent. Hire me 50 Cent.
Right. I can hear you on the next track, him spitting. He's just like, yo, we chilling in the car. Kicking with my people. Violin is fall. You kill it. Beautiful thing. Excellent. And once again, I learned something new today, that Ohio is more redneck than Indiana and Kentucky. Not going to Ohio.
It's the same. It's the same.
It's a dangerous place. I knew that Hot in Cleveland show was a trap, trying to make me think there's a bunch of hot old desperate ladies there.
Nope.
Right. Booby traps. Sounds like pickup trucks and shotguns. Green dress. What's the green dress? Oh my God, you look so ridiculous. You look like an apple in a green dress. Ugly. That's family love. So another round of applause for Kristin Lundberg. Alrighty, right. And we spinning into our next gentleman. This next gentleman is also a wonderful, talented comedian. Got so much heat in the game. His comedy experience is old enough to drive a car by itself. So you know this is a bad mofo. Also, he's got 2 specials out on Amazon Prime, so you better look him up. And he just dropped one. And he's also got a song coming out, a Christmas track about Santa. And it's supposed to be a little buck wild. So you know my man Jon is going to be twerking to it on Twitter or TikTok in a couple of days. Beautiful thing. Get that Santa burlesque go like, pop it, Jon. Pop it, Jon. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to see Santa get nasty on your boy. So let's get ready for this next gentleman coming to the stage. Can I get a clap for Phil? I got the will. Johnson.
Hello. I always feel so white when Mista See brings me onto the screen here. So white. I want to look good for you guys tonight, so I've been trying to exercise, lose a few pounds, take care of myself. Also, recently somebody called me ma'am while I was facing them. To be fair, I was showing a lot of cleavage that day, you know. But I have been exercising. The experts say you're supposed to change up your workout routines every so often so your muscles don't get too used to what you're doing. They call it muscle confusion. So what I do is on Monday, I lift weights, and then I do it again 6 months later. My muscles are hella confused. They're like DJ Khaled in a bookstore confused. They don't know what's going on, man. But I do exercise, and I feel good after I exercise. But you know what makes me feel just as good in less time? Cake. Cake is awesome. You ever eat so much cake your heart starts beating fast? That's cardio in my book. Thank you, Red Velvet. We've hit our target heart rate for today. We are good. My girl and I, we started exercising together. We go biking for exercise. And when she rides a bike, she looks like she's exercising. I look like I don't own a car. Like somehow she's losing weight and I'm losing face. I don't know how that works. People are driving by me, raise the minimum wage. I'm like, I'm not on my way to work, man. Like, aww. I got a better job than that. I'm doing all right for myself, actually, you know? So I keep trying. I got this food diary app for my phone where you keep track of what you're eating. And the problem is it asks for all the measurements in grams. And I'm like, ooh, Americans, not good with the metric system. All right? Grams are drugs. Liters are soda. We're lost after that. We got nothing. This app needs to ask for measurements that Americans understand. A buttload, a shit ton, and hella. Right? We all know how it works. 2 buttloads equals a shit ton. 3 shit tons is hella. It's easy. It's very easy. How many lentils did you eat? Hella lentils. And the app, it suggests exercise routines too, which is good. And it shows you pictures, which is good because you can't always tell how to do the exercise just by the name of the exercise. Like it said, decline crunches. And I was like, I decline crunches all the time. No thanks. I'm good. My girlfriend and I, we don't have any kids, which is, it's kind of a shame because she loves to watch people fall down. But, people keep telling it. They're like, well, you guys are getting older. What if you want a baby later? We'll get a used one. There's plenty of aftermarket babies out there, you know. Plus, with the new ones, as soon as you get them home, they lose half their value anyway. So it's not even a good deal. I get this one too. People will go, oh, well, if you don't have kids, who will carry on the Johnson family name? How about the 2.2 million other Johnsons in this country? I don't feel a lot of responsibility to a name second only to Smith in names you check into a hotel with a mistress with. It is the second most common last name in this country, which means I get to share my last name with a bunch of cool, interesting people. I'm going to throw the Johnson family reunion and invite Dwayne and Magic. Be there at the reunion with my friend Jamal Johnson. Somebody be like, hey, you guys brothers? Just one of us. A while back, I was down in Florida doing some shows down there in America's Drip Pan, and saw a road sign that said "Tarp your load," and I thought that is the worst safe sex campaign that I've ever seen. So that night on stage, I was talking about my girlfriend. My girlfriend is Asian because I'm white, and I know the rules. I know how it works. And this guy comes up to me after the show, and he goes, "I don't like Chinese people." And I said, "Well, I don't think they're going to stop being Chinese for you." As if in Beijing, they're going to be like, "All right, everybody, we're laying off the Chinese thing for a while." This guy in Fort Myers, Florida doesn't like it for some reason, but 4,000 years. Pretty good run. Pretty good run. That's it. Eyes wide open. We're using forks now, people. It's not going to happen that way. It doesn't work that way. My girlfriend is Chinese, but she's Singaporean. So, you know, she's not the communist kind. She doesn't make shoes or iPhones or dinner for that matter. But because she's Singaporean, that means spicy food, big in her culture. She loves spicy food. And I was never a spicy food guy before her. I like my food like I like my women, safe to eat without a burning sensation. Silence on that one. I like it. If you were offended at that being a sex joke, don't be. That's a cannibalism joke. See, so much better as a sex joke now, right? Reframe the problem. That's what I say. But science has shown that spicy food creates the same chemical reaction in your brain as sex, and that one tracks because after both of them, you're like, well, I'm sweaty, lightheaded, my asshole hurts. It must be over. And so is my set. So thank you guys. Have a good night. PhilJohnsonComedy.com for the stuff.
Yeah. Applause to Phil. I got the Will Johnson. And what's the name of your special and song that's coming out, man?
The special is called Burning Sensation, actually. Now you know why. And the song that's out is called Santa's Working From Home.
There it is. There it is. And that's what I'm talking about, putting in that work. That's right. Another round of applause, everybody, for Phil. I got the Will Johnson. All right, so we got one last comedian. I saved this guy for last because he looks like he's coming out of the dungeon straight up from the 36 chambers. And he's one of our classic dive bar comedians that was here in LA with us. And now they got this poor guy trapped somewhere in the middle of America. And he's going to let it all out. He's been writing, he's been in the cut. He's been begging to come out of here like a hungry bear out of hibernation. Are you ready to get bit by this bear? Can I get a yeah? Yeah. All right, so we got to make this real dramatic when we bring him up. So we're going to need some call and response here. So we're going to chant together and it's going to be real simple, like at the beginning of Kanye's Jesus Walks. Just boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Give me a clap, 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 clap. The gentleman's coming from the chambers. Miss Stand Up.
Yeah.
Damn, my asshole is burning. How you guys doing? My name is Bruce. My name is Bruce McCarthy, and let's chat. You know, I was in LA and I had a girlfriend there, and I still got her, dude. But I did have her at the time too. But sorry. When dealing with your significant other, it's important to realize one thing: that no question that she or he, because it's 2020, you got to be politically correct, ask is ever theoretical. Never theoretical. Like, I'm in LA, home, playing video games, enjoying my marijuana and avocados, normal shit. And I'm sitting there. And all of a sudden, my wonderful, wonderful girlfriend comes in. She comes up and goes, hey. And that should have been a red flag, dude. Anytime your girlfriend or boyfriend goes, hey, there's a problem coming. And she goes, how does Illinois sound to you? Right? So 3 months later, I come home, there's a moving van at the door. And I'm like, good. I hate my fucking neighbors. I fucking hate them. And I go, wait a second, that's my TV. That's my PS4. That's my copy of Boyfriends for Dummies. Fuck. So now I'm on a 4-day road trip across the country to Illinois. I did not know. Now, you may not know this, but Los Angeles does not want you to leave. They don't want you out. It has its own gravitational pull. This is science, bitches. All right. Now, on the way out, okay, we're in a traffic jam. Okay, the 101, the 10, and Chuck Liddell is all fucking holding us in. The 2-hour trip to leave LA turns into 3 in this traffic jam, which turns into 5. I finally had to say, stop, pulled over my car, got out of the car, and said, listen, I'm going to handle this. I'm going to cut ties with LA. I'm going to do it nicely. So I turned around and I looked at LA and I go, listen, it's not you, it's me. So anyway, we're going across the country. I got my girlfriend, a dog, and a bird in this freaking U-Haul truck. Now, you guys know that U-Haul trucks, the front of them are not very comfortable. They're about as comfortable as an open mic on Facebook. Okay. So first place that we hit was we're driving through New Mexico, and in New Mexico, it's like a Mad Max movie. You know, you got the desert, we got fucking ruined buildings, and you wouldn't think that driving 350 miles, dodging meth heads sounds like fun, but yeah, it is. So next, dude, we get to Texas, and I have to get out and get some gas, and I end up getting gas at the creepiest motherfucking gas station known to mankind, dude. The freaking place is decrepit. There's fucking crap coming out of the fucking bathroom floor. The freaking attendant's got an apron like from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's got blood on it. So I'm looking at this guy going, here's my money. Let me go. All right, money, go. And I fucking go and I start pumping. So I pump fast. You can't really pump faster. It just goes any way it wants to. So I'm pumping as fast as I can, dude. And I take the fucking pump and I pump. And then I jump in the car. And then as I'm leaving, I see the fucking murderous freaking attendant coming out with his bloody apron. Ah! And then I go, ah! And my girlfriend goes, ah! The brain goes, ah! My dog is like, I don't know what the fuck these people are up to. So 50 miles down the road, I get pulled over by the Texas Highway Patrol. And obviously the problem is that you're supposed to take the gas pump out and put it back. This is a true story, by the way. Anyway, so we get to a place called Joplin, Missouri. And it's named after, I don't think it's named after Janis Joplin, but it's Joplin, Missouri. And I'm almost at our destination. Fucking chill hotel. They got a fucking breakfast buffet in the morning. So I get my American coffee, which is like watered down coffee. And I'm drinking this fucking coffee, dude. And my mom calls, dude. And I'm half Latino. You may not know that, but I am. I'm half Latino. So she starts talking to me in Spanish. I start responding in Spanish. Hola, mami. ¿Cómo está? Te amo. Donald Trump sucks. Blah, 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 blah. All that shit, dude, right? And then the table right across goes, man, these Puerto Ricans are coming illegally to America and they're going to take our jobs. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I got to fucking deal with this motherfucker. So I get up. Number one, dude, this pisses me off because number one, Puerto Ricans are American. They come here, they're not illegal. Number two, I'm Dominican. Fuck off. So I go up to him. I'm gonna handle this, dude. I have a secret weapon for this redneck. I look at him right in the face. I get right in his face. I put my mouth to his ear, and I go, Hillary Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Hillary Clinton. He runs. Ah! Really scared of Hillary Clinton, I guess. So anyway, we finally get to our little town in southern Illinois. It's called Carbondale, and it's beautiful. kind of nice. It's a college town. It has a Starbucks, and it's surrounded by all sides by racists. But it is really good. We got a beautiful house, 2 stories. It's on a lake for $60,000. And in LA, as you know, dude, the homeless people, their shelters are not $60,000. Those, they think they're at least running for $500K minimum in LA. And it's really nice. And we could talk more about Carbondale, but I'm not, because I live here and I'm afraid. But I'm gonna end with this. So yesterday, my girlfriend comes down to the basement where I'm hiding, and she goes, "Hey, that's it. I'm done."
Yeah. Another round of applause for stand-up Bruce McCarthy, the bastion of true comedy McCarthyism. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. And that's how you end the Dive Bar Comedy Show, with much more dive bar education. So if you're bored during the pandemic, you ever don't know what to do, find a strip of meth heads, get drunk, and run through them. It's a fucking ball. That's right. That's right. You know what I mean? Killer stuff, man. Are you guys coming back? Are you guys officially there forever? Bruce, can you hear me?
Oh, I'm coming back, my friend.
Oh, okay. All right, heck yeah.
I'm coming back. I thought you were talking
that like a slave getting out of slavery.
My friend,
Bruce Goldman's back.
No, wait. Number one, I'm in right behind that sheet, dude. You guys don't know that. I'm with there, dude.
Yeah. Crazy. That's dope. Well, once again, another round of applause, everybody, for stand-up Bruce McCarthy. That's right. And that was our last comedian for the evening. So I'm gonna close it out. I ain't gonna do too much. I'm gonna just do a quick freestyle rap because I haven't done one in a while. I'm gonna keep everything on a day for once and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I don't get everybody hyped. I got my own burlesque thing going, John. Don't make me challenge you. Don't make me challenge you, boy. There you go. That's like, so you turn people on. Calm down. Save that for OnlyFans, dog. OnlyFans, man. OnlyFans, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. So I'm gonna run this quick rap. Miss Joe's gonna take us home. I'm gonna clap it out for all our great comedians. So I haven't done this one in a while. This used to be the one I used to do to try to like show my skill when like rap lyrics actually mattered and like what you talking about. So let's see. From Earth to space, I murk this case. Ability, agility, I get real with thee. I kill a flea rapper for spitting written in the free slapper. I cut you down by the knee stature. Knuckles call me Ramen G Catcher, cause I'm out there looking for every brother tripping. Got my kiddies and my cousins always on the dipping. Mama, baby, daddy flipping. Where my money flicking? On some shoes instead of chicken? Yo, the clothes is finger licking, but the ribs is on the poking. His friends is always joking about his mama coking, about his papa out there on the locan. Yo, TJ got ish to say to me today. Well, not today anyway. Wonder why my mind is on the sway. Lost in the cold. Where'd I get a plan with better hold? Raising little kitties in my mold. Live until I'm super duper old. Yeah, that's right. So, once again, mommies matter too, daddies matter too. And a round of applause for all of our comedians. Clap as we run through the names. First, we had to jump off, of course, with everybody's favorite Rishi Arya. Then we got into Santa Red Bottom Booty God, Jon Deline. Then we got it really rowdy with Curt Seablom. Then we got you with them girly yachts, Kristin Lundberg. That's right. Then we took it on down with Phil. I got a lot of will and some Santa twerking music for you to feel, Johnson. And then we closed it out with the bear himself, trapped and caged and dragged to Illinois. And he will soon return from his hibernation to come back to LA to feed on the souls of whack comedians. Round of applause for our closer for the evening. Stand up, Bruce McCarthy. And Miss Wild Joe, take him home and tell him where we want to go. It's the Dive Bar Comedy Show.
Oh man, this was so fun. And I know it looked like I wasn't watching the show, but I was listening as I was getting barfed on, doing laundry, and washing rugs. It was rough. Watching babies is always rough, but this was especially disgusting because I got barfed on. It's in my hair. I'm about to go take a shower. But
Put that on
thank God
OnlyFans.
we're
You
on
get some
Zoom
money.
and we're not in a real bar. That would be even worse. Although I have gotten barfed on in a bar by fully grown man. But anyway, this is Dive Bar Comedy. You can check us out at divebarcomedy.com or anywhere. Social media is Dive Bar Comedy all over the place. Check out the replays. I found all of you guys by listening to our old episodes. They are so fun, and it gives you that feeling of being out at a bar again. So go back and listen to the long ago episodes from 2 years ago and remember what life used to feel like when it was normal. And check out our Zoom videos every week, live streaming on Facebook. So thank you all for watching. Thank you to all our comics, and good night from Dive Bar Comedy.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
Yeah, great show.
Thank you.